You can publish podcast with iblog.com.
Coming up next, What's Poppin'?
It's poppin'. It's poppin'. It's poppin'.
What's up? What's down? What's poppin', Korea? This is Lim on day 3 of my substitute hosting for What's Poppin'. Brian, I know all your fans and all the dedicated listeners miss you already, but I'm doing my best. And I want to thank all the people who have been active on Twitter, Kakao, and the text messages for all the support. I think after yesterday, I've got the hang for this sort of thing, so I know it can only get better from here on out. It was a real encouragement when I was on here yesterday with my first guest for Poppin' Review. So it seems like it is a lot more fun when people are here to talk to me. So I'm putting this out there, but I'd really be honored if anyone out there would like to call in. Please, pretty please. I'd really love to have you and you. Well, speaking of love, let's get into our first song. And remember, it is related to the word of the day. Here is Seal with Kiss from a Rose. This is What's Poppin' with Lim on TBS EFM, and today's show is sponsored by LG Household and Healthcare, LG U+, GM Korea, Hyundai Motor Company, Sempyo Food Company. This is What's Poppin' with Lim, and we're on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and the surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. There are many ways that you can get in contact with us here at What's Poppin'. We are live today, so you can call the studio at 02778-1013. You can text sharp 1013 for 51 charge. You can send us a tweet to @EFMPoppin', or you can also email us at efmpoppin@gmail.com. You can also now reach us on Kakao Talk if you add TBS EFM as a plus friend. So please contact us if you would like to request a song, say hello, or just to give someone a shout out, like your best friend, family, or maybe to your special someone. And once again, I would like to remind everyone that for the 2 weeks that I'm subbing for Brian, we will not be having open studios on Wednesday as normal. Remember, I told you I'm shy. Instead, Friday's show will be live, and it'll be me, Eugene, and Punita up to nothing but nonsense. Just the 3 of us. This is also going to be your last reminder, so if you still show up for the open studio, it ain't my fault. I warned you 3 times already. But of course, when Brian comes back, open studio will again be on Wednesdays. So the first song of the day was Kiss from a Rose by Seal, and I know what a lot of you are saying. How can you do that? We've already had the word kiss before. Don't you remember it was in episode 7? Well, of course I remember that. Didn't I tell you all that I was a dedicated listener? No, I'm not reading this off the script right now. Honest. So no, the word of the day is not kiss, because we've already had that before, and it's not rose either. The word of the day is affection. Yes, and kissing is a type of affection. See, I think this whole word of the day thing is a little bit too strict. What if we pick a word that just doesn't have that many songs out there? It makes it too hard on the listeners, right? So yes, the word is affection, but really, affection doesn't have to be in the title at all. So all the songs that we are going to play today will be songs that are even slightly related to affection. Slightly. You know, it can be a song that maybe you heard on your first date, or a song that makes you think about someone you want to hug, or it could be the song that you heard when you had your first kiss back when you were in high school in Maryland. And that song might have been Welcome to the Jungle, played by the high school marching band when you and that girl snuck away because the football team was terrible and you decided to make out instead. Wow, that's a lot of exposition there. I think we've been infected by the too much information bug, or as I like to call it, the TMI bug. What's that mean? TMI means too much information. And that's too much information, Eugene. let's just get on with the next song. And our next song is My Love by Justin Timberlake. It's Wednesday and we're live in the studio today. So that means we are taking all your requests in the second half. So send us a tweet, a text, or even call in if you have a song that you would like to hear. So why don't I read some tweets right now? La, la, la. Okay, so here's a message from Brian Jew, Canada. You're doing great, Lim. Ay, thank you. And the next tweet is from Molly Ann at Ansohis. Miss you a lot. Please come back to New York soon. Oh, me too. I really want to go back to New York. I miss it so much. I miss Central Park and all the food there and the brunch and all that. Oh, I want to go back. Hopefully, I'll be able to go back soon. The next tweet is from Reha Butler. Oh, you know, I'm already sitting here, girl. Sitting at my computer waiting for the show to start. Oh, I'm guessing that you're a huge fan of this show. Thank you. And lastly, KSY. 학교에서 라디오 듣고 있어요. 근데 모두 영어구나. 하하하. 혜림 언니 때문에 영어 공부하게 되네요. 화이팅. 너무 감사합니다. 도움이 된다니 너무 기분이 좋네요. Okay, so they have been warning me on Twitter that on Wednesday, the third song is what Brian likes to call the cray-cray third song on Wednesday. The cray-cray song. So here, we always like to play an unusual song, a funny song, or even some songs that might be annoying. And yes, I do know that the Wonder Girls have been featured on the cray-cray third song before. Not all our songs can be worldwide hits, you know. Well, heck, even Michael Jackson has some bad songs. Well, today's third song actually isn't annoying at all. It's certainly very unusual in that there are a lot of people who may have not heard it before, but I'm sure they have heard some version of it. The song is by a Turkish singer named Tarkan, and this song, called Kiss Kiss in English, was released in Turkish in 1997. It became a huge hit all over Europe, and then it was covered into English by Holly Valance in 2002. But we're not going to play the English version. We're going back to the original. So here is Tarkan with Kiss Kiss. Our final song of the first half is a song that launched Bruno Mars to stardom. It's a song that the Wonder Girls covered for Billboard before. It's Nothing on You by B.O.B. featuring Bruno Mars.